That was a question I have queued up to ask you about. Well, one of the other areas where we've seen explosions of videos being posted online is officer-involved shootings, and the plethora of comments that we get about why did the police officer shoot this person.
One of the things I always ask them is, like, our job is as policemen, first of all, is protect the public, right? Property second, public first. So one of our big jobs is not shooting the public. The first rule, number one. Why don't we shoot body parts? Because most cops miss. Police officers are trained to a very poor standard, in my opinion. As a firearms and tactical instructor, I will tell you the average police officer may hit their target in a combat or, again, close quarter battle environment 50% of the time, and that would be good on average. So shot placement is a severe problem for law enforcement. So if you're going to add the additional component of precision shot work, that's what we call it, law enforcement's not skilled enough. So unless you're going to turn everybody into a military grade sniper, that's not going to work. So it's impractical and it's highly unreasonable. I mean, again, I would take people through simunition training and say, okay, I'm gonna have a knife. You got to shoot me in the hand. Try it, and they never can do it. And then they realize that's why cops don't try to shoot guns and knives out of people's hands, because even though if they consider themselves I was in the Army, okay, shoot it out of my hand, but if you can't shoot it out of my hand, you get to die, or the person that I'm attacking gets to die. In this scenario, we shoot center mass because that's the best way to have a bullet not go through someone, like an arm. There's nothing worse than shooting someone with a 9mm in their arm and watching it go through the other side and hit someone in the backdrop. Again, these are things that really happen, and they happen much more often than people want to admit, even in law enforcement. So we're taught to shoot center mass because hopefully the bullets won't go all the way through. It happens. Bullets go through people at normally large rates, but that's one of the other reasons we shoot center mass. If you've identified a threat and you're using lethal force, then you're using lethal force. You're not using your lethal weapon for less lethal option. And that's, again, this is a limitation on law enforcement. You only give law enforcement the average officer carries a few forms of equipment. Let's just run through what a cop carries on his duty belt. He or she is going to have a sidearm of whatever caliber that department issues, set of handcuffs, some type of chemical agent, probably pepper spray, but mace was also used for quite a while. I hate mace, but I like pepper spray. Some type of impact weapon. You carry an ASP, straight baton, PR-24. Side handle baton is what a PR-24 is. Most agencies now issue officers tasers. Tasers have their own problems and difficulties, and we've seen some of that already. Particularly, how do you carry it? How do you not confuse something that feels just like your firearm? Muscle memory issues. And
we've seen that just recently when the right. officer thought she had her taser and shouted taser, 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 and in fact it was a loaded pistol.
Yeah. And these are all issues, right? By the way, one of the original designers, or I should say, one of the original people that was a proponent of taser, thought it should look like just a square box.